Hey, what's up? It's your boy, the Mystic Sam Star, and I'm here today with a full moon in Leo um, soul tower reading for y'all today. We have a full moon on the 16th. Um, Great time, full moons in Leo. A lot of releasing what's holding us back from expressing our creativity, what's holding us back from standing in our power and our own authenticity, what's keeping us back from expressing our creativity, what's keeping us back or limiting us or restricting us from taking the actions that we actually need to take to create change in our lives. So the full moon and Leo is really going to be illuminating these areas in our life where we feel blocked or we feel restricted or we don't have the energy or the courage to move forward to do the things in our lives that's going to create the change that's going to put us into the world, that's going to have us have us move into our leadership and to move into the spotlight to Leos about being in the spotlight, um, having the strength and courage to overcome our obstacles and whatever area in our life that pertains to, because everybody is different, you know. Um, so we're just gonna do a quick full moon reading in Leo to see go more into depth into what this energy is bringing us. Leo's also about the inner child, so we're also gonna be healing the inner child during this full moon. Um, that goes back into like a creativity, a joy, love, laughter, but about our inner child that we are kind of like suppressing and not showing fully. Again, not showing up fully, because this is about ourselves. It's about our inner awakening. This more of a soul awakening too. Like our soul's energy just wants to emanate more of its energy, like express more of itself. And we can't be doing that if we're feeling stagnant. So this Leo's energy is really going to be bringing that to the forefront. So we just feel this inspired drive, this spiritual drive, just to move forward to conquer. You know what I mean? Like conquer our lower selves, conquer our demons, conquer our shadows. But it's still in the sense of like integrating with it, through like love, compassion, laughter, joy, love. So this is gonna be a very great, energetic moon, very inspiring. But I'm gonna pull some cards just to see what else we can, how we can utilize this full moon. Um, how can we utilize this healing to help us, and what we can do to really utilize this energy for ourselves. Remember, this is collective message, so it might not resonate with everybody. But if it does resonate with you, please hit that like button. Please share this, leave a comment, and I'm gonna use my Dolph deck. This is one of my favorite decks. Also, the full moon is actually a great time to do healing spells, protection spells as well. Since the moon is full, there's a lot of energy. You're gonna set those intentions. Also, setting intentions for what you want to release. But more than likely, I have a video for it, so no worries. Okay, where we how is this full moon treating us, spirit guides? What is this full moon bringing to us? So, we got the Death card, we got the Prince of Cups, and we got the Four of Wands. The Death card is ruled by Scorpio, so that's the Phoenix. So it's definitely a death to the old ways, releasing, letting go of old behaviors, mental patterns. Um, Again, things that are stopping us from being very confident or in our power and courage. Phoenix, Scorpio energy is about healing the depths, like this, like very deep subconscious patterns that we kind of might not even be aware that is there, that is blocking us. So the full moon is really gonna be illuminating that, and then we're gonna be going through this deep healing process, that's releasing and going through a shift, a change of perception of how or what we need to release to feel more empowered. The Phoenix is all about rising from the ashes, feeling empowered, and embracing that energy. Really just letting go. The more you let go, the more empowered you feel. So this energy is definitely about overcoming our difficulties, coming out of the shadows into the light. And this death card, we also see death as rebirth. So we going through this rebirth period where we just coming out of hiding, where we coming out of old behaviors and conditions and routines that we've been following that's not truly in alignment with our soul's purpose. And that's what we kind of letting go. We let go of the fears, let go of the egos, let go of the pride, and just say, this is what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. Even if I don't feel like doing it, I'm going to do it, because that's the motivation. That's this divine inspiration from the divine. We have the Prince of Cups here too. This also kind of associated with Scorpio, because he's riding on the ego, and Scorpio's ego is the eagle and also the phoenix. But this seems to be like a lot of deep emotional healing with this. A lot of cleansing, clearing, self-love energy, like giving us this deep feeling of love and joy within ourselves. As we begin to release, we feeling more love for ourselves, like more care, more compassion, and that's kind of this opening up this creative doorway, this flow and deep intuition energy. Like we just moving with our emotions and with our intuition, and it's pushing us forward. So I feel like this is going to be like an expansion of the heart chakra. Like our heart's going to be very opening up, so we can be feeling very sensitive at this time during this full moon. As much as we're going to be feeling very inspired, we could be feeling very vulnerable at the same time. But it's about blending those together and kind of like working with it, which is going to motivate us and like get us going. Because we really don't have to deal with our emotions that are kind of just blocking, holding us back, restricting us. Like any grief, any pain, any resentment, that's all gonna be coming up. So we can be feeling very sensitive, very emotional. Maybe like you might have to cry. This kind of that is the way the body is gonna be releasing these energies in some way. But we're still gonna be feeling very motivated. Like it's the pain which is gonna bring the passion. Like we're gonna feel relieved that we are actually finally letting this go and be able to forgive ourselves and be able to leave what needs to be left in the past, because you have the death card right here. So being able to leave whatever's in the past, any past relationships, bad relationships, we're kind of just moving through that more easily, because we're going to be coming into our own power, our own potential, our energy. Leo's the line, just taking a stand for ourselves and really just being in our power and trusting the choices that we are making, and knowing that the past is the past and now this is the present and we're here. Then we have the 4 Wands. This seems like it's completion. It's like almost like celebration. Maybe just celebrating ourselves, being in gratitude for what we have and what we're doing. But this is also Venus and Mars on this card. So it's what we love, what we're passionate about, which is gonna give us that drive. So there's something about like being very creative, a sense of self-worth. Our values are changing, like as we're going through this healing process. We have this depth of like self-worth, self-love, nurturing energy, love, caring, compassion that's coming up within ourselves. But this is motivating us, pushing us, this Mars energy to move forward. It's allowing us to um, manifest. Like we definitely feel like creating something different, something new. This is four, it's a square, it's a foundation, but this is a new foundation. New creativity, new creative ways, new ways of loving ourselves and showing love to others, being open to receiving new love. That's gonna be like that feels on the same vibration as us. That we're gonna be matching with people that's on our same vibrational level. That can be soulmates. That could be people that is helping us and get through um, lessons and soul's growth. But there's gonna be, I feel like there's gonna be like a very supportive energy. Mars and Mars and Aries and Venus. So that's masculine and feminine energy. So maybe it's also a balance that we find within ourselves of our masculine and feminine energies, which is going to make us feel a little bit more complete and whole, and it kind of works together um, to create changes. Also feeling like the Taurus energy, so make sure we like grounding ourselves. We need to be grounding ourselves, taking our time, being patient, but you know what I mean, using discernment to make sure we're making the right choices. Make sure it's coming from your higher self and not the ego. So we don't want the ego to get in the way of, you know what I mean, that's like the fear and second guessing ourselves. Go with what you're feeling. Go what we're feeling. It's going to be the right direction. Those the intuitive nudges that are coming through to push us through this full moon energy to help us release and let go. We also go with the Four of Cups, and I can see like this energy can bring us to a point where we are reflecting, and it can bring doubt. It can bring a bit of depression. It can bring like I'm scared. I don't want to come out. I mean, it seems kind of cloudy. We don't know how to really fully express ourselves in what way that we can do it. And it's really the same. Take your time, meditate, contemplate, write down things. Just be with your feelings, and take your time with navigating your feelings, but at the same time, kind of transmuting it. Saying that was a great lesson. Like, even though this kind of hurt me, I have to forgive myself. I have to let this go, and just let that be an experience that you learned and that you're growing from. But don't let it keep you from standing in your power and your confidence and your courage. Don't let it keep you stagnant from putting yourself out into the world and experiencing new things, experiencing connecting with new people, bringing love into your life, or just expressing yourself as you want to. Because you might feel like you're going to be judged, or people are not going to like you, or what you're putting out into the world is not valuable. You have to have that confidence for yourself and just give it a try. Take risks. Be bold. You know what I mean? Like, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is how I carry myself. This is my beliefs. Yeah, I've been hurt in the past, but that's the past. I'm ready to be here, to be present, to show up into the world so I can attract to me or go and get what I want. And that's the moon. This is the moon in Cancer, so there's definitely like healing things within the family as well. Like, there could be like family issues that might just come up, or like dynamics, and it just, it'd be a healing process, even though it's like a personal child healing, early childhood healing that we're going through, like breaking from old conditioning still that's keeping us locked in place and saying that we need to be this type of person, or I need to be like this, or that's how I grew up, so that's who I am. It's kind of like this energy is kind of breaking that, especially with the sun being in Aquarius. It's not conventional. is, you know what I mean, it goes outside the box. Like we standing outside the box, we are being unique. We're being unique individuals because we are all um, unique souls. But as together, we create the whole, but with our own unique expressions and abilities that we come here with. And I feel like the Leo is going to really be this Leo energy is really going to be highlighting those aspects of, you know, that depth of energy, even though it's the full moon, like it's really deep, but spiritually empowering as well. Like getting closer to source, our energy, our intuition, really being connected to our soul, which is kind of just empowering us to and empowering us to follow the soul's will, not so much like the ego will, but the soul's will. So it's like there's definitely like a solar awakening and a big spiritual awakening as well, because this also deals with our spiritual power, soul's power. Um, you have the Nine of Pentacles as well, so this actually is bringing a lot of opportunities, gifts as well. As we go through this energy of healing emotions, our inner child, um, breaking old conditioning patterns, childlike patterns, parental patterns, conditions, um, but stopping us from really just expressing our self love and allowing love to come into our life or give love. But there's all rewards. I feel like opportunities, but there's more coming from within. Like the reward is being able to understand your own abundance, your own worth, your own value, and how you can really utilize that and be able to not only just be self sufficient for yourself, but how you can give it to others, how you can share it to others. And maybe that's just the point of like as you show up, you are inspiring others to do the same. But you also can be in an act of service and wanting to help others. Leo likes to take the center stage, but on a soul level, Leo likes to everybody to be part of the stage. It makes everybody shine. So it's like being able to show your own potential, your own power in groups of people, especially when it comes to communities, and not feeling left out, but feeling valuable that you can be within like a community or a group of people and be empowered by others while you empower others, and that creates like this um, powerful energy of inspiration, inspiring, but you know, being able to hold it on your own as well, like not feeling down or feel like you have to be in competition, but understanding that everybody has their own potential and powers, and they're gonna show up and show their unique energy, but you can show up and be your own unique energy and work in harmony with everybody else. That goes back to the Four of Wands too. It's that balance and blending of kind of just working um, together, and also just working with the universe, co-creating with the universe, like listen to the soul and the guidance that is coming through. That's gonna be helping us tap into these potential energies. This is the nine of Pentacles, nine past life skills, redeveloping skills, skills that you lost in the past that you forgot about. It's like that's gonna be coming back out. Like can you recreate it? How can you actually put it out? Cause we could have started something and then not finish because we didn't have the confidence or courage to. But now it's like things are going to be coming back. Any skills, any talents, just giving you that past life skills too. So you kind of drawn to this, like I feel like coloring, I feel like drawing, and you know what I mean. You just getting real urges to do these creative projects and things. Just kind of go with that. Cause that's gonna be like your soul kind of trying to awaken that skill. Cause it could be dormant within you. So we can have a lot of dormant talents that are going to be awakened for this full moon as well, which could be very interesting if you kind of if you follow it through, because there's a lot of yeah, with the chariot and the Six of Pentacles, there's definitely a lot of soul work. There's just definitely a lot of soul work and our soul guiding us, being a chariot, moving through just listening to our intuition. When we listen to our intuition, we can balance the horses and go straight. And it's trusting and having faith in the guidance, which is going to lead us to the abundance, and doing the inner work and releasing attachments, which is going to bring more abundance to us as we open up, especially with the heart chakra. Just being able to put ourselves out there, very loving, compassionate. So this full moon is very interesting. How it's we're gonna have like this basically this whole shift of perception about ourselves and for the next 2 weeks, and really just come into this power of like drive and inspiration and overcoming obstacles and um, feeling in charge and in our own authority and in our own power, in our own creativity, as well as just healing like deep wounds from like healing deep wounds or like family wounds, early childhood wounds, that's deep repressed subconscious wounds that we that's been keeping to ourselves, and now it's really just coming up because that aspect of us is not allowing us to express ourselves in the way that we want to express ourselves because we still have resentment or might be scared or don't want to feel vulnerable. So that's all kind of just coming out now. But through this deep reflection and understanding and illumination of these energies that we are carrying within us that we didn't want to deal with or felt restricted by, is really as we contemplate and meditate on it, as we come to like a full realized conscious of it and can heal through it and forgive ourselves and let it go. There's definitely expansion. There's a lot of expansion. There's a lot of spiritual growth, and that spiritual growth and overcoming these lessons. Because these are just lessons that we are learning on an inner level through our own sense of initiation of souls. Our soul empowerment comes rewards. It comes with gifts and abundance. Um, and that's all I have for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Please leave a comment, hit that like button, share this. And if you're interested in reading with me, um, I have my information down below. I am doing a full moon and Leo reading. So if you like a reading, a full moon and Leo reading, then make sure you message me. So until next time, guys and gals, bright souls, peace.